Hello, fellow travelers. It's me wishing you love, wishing you joy, wishing you inner truth. I said, as I was sharing my perspective on life, and I said that I always share these things so that I give you another way to look at life or even self reflect on how you're doing. That you are your rescuer, no one is coming to the rescue. You want a self revelation, and it is very personal, as life is personal, because we are all human, but the unique thing about it is that all of us are unique in the way we see things and in the way we feel things and in the way we understand things. That being known, it gives you an understanding that no one will ever be 100% the way you want them to be. Knowing this will create some chaos because the normal is that we like to have people and tell them you should be this, then we love them conditionally, and yet we say it is unconditional. Yet the only thing that can save us from the suffering and the misery we create for ourselves is unconditionally loving people. You might not want or you might not need to be within the same physicality or physical space with some people, but understanding that as spiritual beings, you can send them love, you can send them the best they can be. You can send them sources, love, and blessings so that they can be the best versions of themselves as we or you try to be the best version of yourself. You can only do this if you understand your why. Most of us have never bothered why we do certain things or all things we do. And because of that, we do things accidentally or compulsively because other people are doing them. But at one time, because we are all here to evolve as spiritual beings, reason being that if we were here to do any other thing, we would be able to take these things. We've all seen from our ancient ancestors that those who were buried with gold, there just remained bones and the flesh was gone, but the gold remained. So they are taking it out from underground. So that is enough education for anyone to know that our lives are not about physical or worldly trophies. No, because at the end of it all, we all breathe in and breathe out. The moment you don't do either, you are gonna. And like it or not, the body will be eaten by maggots. But if you can do better, you can say you can burn it because I'm not there anymore. This brings an understanding that if this is it, what is the use of life? Why do we come here to struggle, to suffer, and then go away like that with nothing in our hands? In my own understanding, I can tell you that it is not actually useless. We are here to evolve in our consciousness. The more open we leave it, the more allowance you give yourself to experience, the more you discover who you are. And when you're beaten by life, you will take a pause. You will either become better or you'll become bitter. or you will run away from life by committing suicide or becoming an addict of something whereby you are not present, but you've given up yourself to some addiction of any sort. We all get addicted to different things. So all addiction is the same. It don't matter what it is. Even if it is spiritual addiction, whereby I'm going to be with God, 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 God. It means you've not lived the life. You've not experienced and you've not expressed. We can only express if we've experienced. That will give you how much you're growing. If you express compulsively, you react. It means you've not developed your humanness. You've not brought in the God particle into the situation that is before you. But through the experiences we go through, if you learn to pause or take a minute or consume whatever has been given to you or dealt to you, then you respond. Because from responding comes responsibility, or comes the ownership of what you're doing as regards to what is before you. That means you're growing. And as we live this life, each will live according to the level of what you've developed and how much you've known. Regardless of which religion you want to take, regardless of which spiritual path you want to take, whoever you're calling, if they didn't master their own life, then they'll be teaching you hearsay and you'll be understanding beliefs instead of reality, which means that your high school lessons all were wasted. We shouldn't waste our time, because most of us, we don't know what time we were given to master what we can, to do what we can, and to experience what we've got to experience. Knowing that, I go back to bring it to your notice that whatever you do, ask yourself why. Knowing why you're doing something will give you peace. And once you have peace, you'll have space to know yourself well. You will know what is for you and what is not for you. And knowing what is for you and what is not for you will bring you a greater peace, and it will help you to walk a conscious journey. And it will also make you aware that when all is said and done, we are here on a long journey. The way you appeared here is the way you'll depart. We can attach all we want, but whatever attachment you are having is creating more pain and more chaos, which is unnecessary. It is not bad to relate with others. It is the most wonderful thing to love everyone and everything. But if you're loving it because of the emptiness or because of the lack of knowing for yourself, then you will live other people's lives. You will live stories you will not experience and you will not get a chance to express. Today, I want you to know, if you're suffering, why? If you're in pain, why? If you are joyful, why? And is that permanent or is it impermanent? Everything in the physical is impermanent. One day, one time, it will go or it will change. The only unchanging is the spirit in you. That is who we are. That is how we came. That is how we will live. Much love and blessings. May we all find our reasons and may they be permanent rather than impermanent. Safe journey and enjoy the ride.